I thought I knew my wife's handwriting. 32 years of birthday cards, grocery lists, notes left on the kitchen counter. So when I found the card tucked inside her overnight bag, I knew immediately it wasn't hers. It was our anniversary weekend. Karen had planned everything, a bed and breakfast 2 hours north, the same place we'd gone for our 10th anniversary. But that Friday afternoon, she got a call from the hospital, where she volunteers. They needed her to cover an overnight shift. Emergency. "I'm so sorry," she said, and she looked it. Her face was tight, apologetic. "I'll make it up to you. I promise." I told her not to worry. These things happen. I even helped her pack her bag, the small black duffel she always took for volunteer shifts. That's when I saw the edge of the card sticking out from the side pocket. Pale blue envelope, her name written on the front in unfamiliar handwriting. I didn't open it then. I told myself it was probably from one of the patients, a thank you note, something harmless. But after she left, I sat at the kitchen table and couldn't stop thinking about it, about the way she'd packed so quickly, about how she'd checked her phone 3 times while brushing her teeth. I called the hospital, asked if Karen Mitchell was scheduled for the overnight shift. The woman who answered sounded confused. "We don't have any volunteers on overnight shifts," she said. "They're only here during the day." I thanked her and hung up. I kept picturing that blue envelope, the unfamiliar handwriting, the way Karen had checked her phone. I didn't sleep. Around 2 in the morning, I got up and went to her desk in the spare room. I found October's schedule. Her name wasn't on it for Friday night. It wasn't on it for any overnight shifts. I didn't need to check the other months. The pattern was clear. I put the schedule back where I'd found it. Then I sat in the dark and tried to remember the last time she'd claimed an overnight shift. 3 months ago, maybe 4. I hadn't questioned it then. I told myself there was no reason to. Saturday morning, I drove to the bed and breakfast. Told them my wife had been delayed, but I wanted to check in anyway. The owner smiled when she saw me. "Oh, you're early. Your wife called yesterday and moved the reservation to next weekend." I thanked her and left. My mind was clear. Karen hadn't forgotten our anniversary. She'd actively rescheduled it, which meant wherever she was last night, she'd planned to be there. When she came home Saturday afternoon, she looked tired. Her hair was pulled back, and she smelled faintly of soap and something else, something floral. "How was it?" I asked. "Exhausting," she said. She kissed my cheek and set her bag down by the door. "I'm going to take a shower." I waited until I heard the water running. Then I opened her bag. The blue envelope was gone, but there was something else, a receipt from a restaurant downtown. Date stamped Friday night, 9:47 p.m. The total was $160. Karen doesn't drink wine. She's allergic to sulfites, breaks out in hives every time. When she came downstairs, I asked if she wanted to talk about rescheduling our anniversary trip. She looked surprised. "Oh, I forgot to mention it. One of the coordinators called me yesterday morning. They've got a special event next weekend and really wanted me there, so I shifted our reservation." "That's okay, isn't it?" Her voice was light, practiced. "Of course," I said. She left the house Tuesday afternoon, said she was going to her volunteer shift. I drove to the hospital. Her car wasn't in the lot. She never showed up. Friday night, she told me she needed to run to the grocery store. She was gone far longer than she said she would be. When she came back, she had 1 bag, milk, bread, and a box of crackers. I didn't say anything. I just made dinner and listened to her talk about her day, about the weather, about our neighbor's new dog. Every word was calm. Every smile was in place. And that's what made it worse. On Sunday, I rescheduled our anniversary trip myself. Same place, same weekend. But I called Karen's sister, Linda, and asked her to tell Karen she'd won a raffle, a weekend getaway for 2. When Karen got the call Monday afternoon, I watched her face. She looked pleased, surprised. Then she glanced at her phone and said, "That's so sweet, but I don't think I can get away that weekend." "Why not?" Linda asked. I could hear her voice through the speaker. Karen hesitated. Just for a second. I've got a volunteer commitment. Can't someone else cover it? I'll try, Karen said. But her jaw was tight. That night, I told her I'd cleared my schedule for the trip. She smiled and said she'd figure something out. Then she went into the spare room and closed the door. I heard her on the phone, her voice low. The tone was unmistakable. She wasn't talking to the hospital. Wednesday evening, I found the blue envelope again. This time, it was in her coat pocket. I didn't ask permission. I just opened it. Inside was a card with 2 words, "Next time." No signature, no explanation. Just those 2 words in handwriting I'd never seen before. I put the card back. That night, Karen came to bed and curled up beside me like she always did. She kissed my shoulder and whispered, "I love you." I didn't answer. Thursday morning, I canceled the trip, told Linda to tell Karen the raffle had been a mistake. Karen looked relieved when she heard. She actually smiled. I don't know his name. I don't know how long this has been going on, but I know one thing for certain. The person I've been married to for 32 years is not the person sleeping beside me. And I'm done pretending I don't see it. If you want more stories like this, subscribe to Ashes of Us.